says preparing to live stream the meeting. Oh, it says we're live. Hey, cool. Hello, everybody. I know nobody's watching this right now, but it will eventually be watched. I am Aldi from Board Game Geek. We are. I'm joined today. I don't know why I was going to say. Let's cut. Hello, everybody. This is Aldi from BoardGameGeek.com. I am here today with Lincoln Dammers and Jeff Anderson of Board Game Geek also, and we are going to teach you how to use the interface for the virtual gaming con, which is hosted over at tabletop.events. So give me a minute. Actually, Jeff, why don't you talk and tell us what VGC is while I go look on YouTube and make sure we're actually live streaming.
All right, great. Virtual Gaming Con, VGC, is a virtual gaming convention. We were very creative on the naming of it. It came from having to cancel BGG Spring back at the end of May, as well as Dice Tower East had to cancel their event that was going to be happening over 4th of July weekend. We still wanted to play games with each other, so we kind of combined the two and made a virtual, picked a weekend where we could all get together and play online. And we're using a system called tabletop.events to be the scheduling platform for games and seminars and streaming events, role-playing games, board games, war games, all kinds of things that are happening next week, starting Wednesday, running through Sunday.
24/7.
24/5. 24/5.
24/5. Yeah.
Yeah.
24/7. 24/5.
Yep.
Nobody says that though. Anyway, whatever. 24 hours a day. That's what I meant.
Okay. So we are live.
We are live, yeah. So we're live on YouTube. We got a couple viewers watching. If anybody has questions, just throw them in the chat, and I'll kind of like compile them at the end. And I think Jeff, can you do your screen sharing?
Yeah, give me just a sec. I'm jumping over to Discord real quick to tell all of our folks that we're live if they want to watch and share and correct me if I'm wrong.
Lincoln Dammers, everybody. Lincoln, why don't you tell us what's going on from our perspective for Virtual GameCon?
Yep, we are going to be live streaming. Well, we'll have the opening ceremonies on Wednesday. Yeah, Friday, which is 2 p.m. Central, and then Thursday we'll be doing a game night live that will be at 3 p.m. Pacific or 5 p.m. Central. And Friday, we're going to be doing a game night live event that will be 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Pacific. And then Saturday, we'll be doing a game night live event at 3 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central.
So you don't have to memorize all that.
No. We have a
really
schedule,
cool thing in the Tabletop Events website that has the schedule. So, and when you get a ticket to an event, and Jeff will explain all this stuff, let me know when you're ready to take back over, Jeff, by the way. You'll be able to see your scheduled events and go and know what time things are going to start, and you'll see it all on a nice little screen.
Yeah, and I'll be happy. I'll give everybody one real quick trick to be able to look at what's on the schedule just for the main stage as I go through that. It looks like I need some kind of permission, Aldi, to share my screen with you.
Yes, turn that on.
Try now.
Zoom.
Trying now. There we go.
This is a Zoom. This is my first live Zoom. I mean, I know how to use the program, but it's like
not live streaming.
We're live.
All right.
Here we go.
I am now sharing my my Microsoft Edge browser page.
Ooh.
Is it working?
Yep.
All right. The reason it's Edge is because that's my secondary browser. I'm logged in as a regular run-of-the-mill user as opposed to my tabletop events user that has ultimate power. So the first thing you're going to see whenever you hear about Virtual Gaming Con, VGC, if you click on our Twitter feeds or anything like that, we've got this landing page here on Board Game Geek talking about the dates next Wednesday through Sunday. I'll mention Central U.S. time, Central Daylight Time. That is UTC -5 This is a 24-hour event for people around the world, but the platform we're using requires specifying a time zone. And so we're going with Central. I actually need to refresh this page because we've had some additional sponsors.
Oh yeah, we got to update our sponsor list.
Oh, they're down here. Additional sponsors are shown down here. Okay. So we're going to be using tabletop.events as the event schedule. The games will be happening anywhere out on the internet. Tabletopia is a premier sponsor. They have made all of their premium content free for the days of the convention next week. And you can also play on Tabletop Simulator, Board Game Arena, lots of other places to play, or just play over Zoom or Skype. There will be, I do want to highlight Discord. I'll come back to that a little bit more. A lot of the events communications is going to be happening on Discord. So how do I attend? You just click this button here, and that will take you to tabletop.events. Well, you see a lot of the same information here on the front. Buy a badge. You can submit events. We're going to go through each one of these. I just want to kind of give a demo of the platform, unless any more intro.
I'll request. No questions so far.
Okay.
If anybody has questions, throw them in the chat. We will get to them by the end.
Yeah, I will. I can't see the chat, so I'll just.
Yeah, I'll maintain it. I got it.
Okay. So an important page to look at here on the attend menu is this page called Badge Types, Perks, and Merch. Second only to Code of Conduct. That's an important page for everyone to go look at. Make sure they're going to abide by what our policies are for the convention. But badge types here, we have 4 different badge types. If you want to host an event, we'll give you a free badge. Our entry level gamer badge will be free if you host an event. Otherwise, it's $10. Everyone who had a badge for BGG Spring or Dice Tower East, we emailed you a coupon code to use for $10, which would make this gamer badge free, or you could use that on one of the higher level badges. The important thing though, even the lowest gamer badge includes participation in everything for the event. So if you host an event, you get everything else for free. If you were at Dice Tower East or BGG Spring, you get the higher level badges don't give any more access or privileges other than a few perks. So at $25, the Super Gamer, again, names may not have been the best thing. We kind of threw this together at the last minute.
What's wrong with Super Gamer? That's pretty super.
Super Gamer, Ultra Gamer, and then VIP Gamer. Super Gamer for $25, we're going to give you a pair of Dice Tower dice and a gift certificate to the BGG promo store. At the Ultra Gamer, you get what I just said, plus you get to choose a BGG perk and a Dice Tower perk. The BGG perk would be one of our special edition board games, card games, or some of our Geek Up bit bowls or card holders. A Dice Tower perk would be a tote bag or some of their card sleeves, or they have a special, not ceramic, what do you call it? Oh, enamel pins. If you go all the way up to the VIP Gamer, you will get a free T-shirt for the convention. And I just want to say the T-shirt is gonna look awesome. The front of the T-shirt is this great logo that we had custom drawn for us here, and then on the back of the T-shirt will be the logos for all of our premier level sponsors. I also want to mention all of those perks. If you just want to stick with your free badge or your $10 badge, you can purchase all of those perks individually in the BGG store. And during up through the event, we're sharing the proceeds of all of that with the Dice Tower as well, since we're partnering together on this event. So once you decide what badge you want, you just click on it here, and You can get to the same place if you just go directly get your badge. It'll show the different badge levels. You pick whichever level you want. And then you can, if you've been given a discount code, fill it out right here, add it to the cart, and check out. I do want to mention back on that page I was just showing, get your badge. That also shows all the badges you've already bought. And so you can buy multiple badges, give them to friends, all of that. And so that'll show on the same
Let me
page
interrupt
here.
you with a question, Jeff.
Yeah.
Badge guy, aka Rusty. Hey, Rusty. Once
Hey,
you,
Rusty.
yes, once you get to the ticket section of your, we're not quite to the ticket section yet. I didn't read that part. Well, here's the question.
That's where I was headed. So
You're
this is a
about to
great
head
segue.
there. You're about to head there. So, will there be standby player capabilities in case those with tickets are unable to make it to the scheduled events?
Okay.
That's a good question. Actually,
that is a good question.
But hold off on answering that because let's go through that ticket part first.
Yeah. I will get to that. Remind me if I miss over, but I do have a couple of thoughts there.
Yeah.
First off, here on this front page, you can see buy badges, buy tickets. That confuses a lot of people. What's the difference between a badge and a ticket? The badge is basically your virtual way you get in the door. A ticket is how you virtually get a seat at the table for a specific event. So all of the events are scheduled and ticketed. This tabletop.events is a platform for all kinds of conventions. In our event, all of our tickets are free. So buy tickets really should say get tickets.
Yeah.
Because it's zero cost for any of the tickets. The badges have the cost that we showed you, but all tickets are free. You need a ticket to reserve a seat at the table of an event. And so once you have a badge, you can then buy tickets to that badge. If you've bought multiple badges, as you secure tickets, they will be assigned to specific badges. There's a friend system here in tabletop.events. You can buy badges for friends. You could buy tickets for friends, those badges that you have.
Just out of curiosity, so your account right now already has a badge, right? So
it does, yeah.
The badge gets you through the door and gets you into the schedule here.
Right. And we can actually look at my badge and we can look at what tickets I have. If I click on that badge, you'll see the badge that I have, and I have one ticket. I bought a ticket for the opening ceremonies.
Right.
Just basically, I did that to put it on my schedule. So I just clicked on the event. You can see the event here. Here's information about the event. We'll go into more detail on this later. I could give this ticket to a friend. I could buy more tickets. The reason I did that is here under my schedule, this will show me all of the events for which I've bought tickets, and right down there, Wednesday at 2 p.m. is the opening ceremonies.
Yep.
But I could also, for example, just go back to the general schedule and search for all kinds of things to happen. Looks like our very first event starting at midnight, the very first minute of the con, somebody's going to run Railroad Inc. So let me go look at that. This is how I would get a ticket. I would read the description, see who's hosting it, see what age range.
Kransel, don't we?
I
think we know him.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the guy from. He's from. Unless I'm mistaken, he's from Heidelbar now. He used to be from Pegasus.
Pegasus.
Oh, and Aldi's and Lincoln, you guys might not know this. Heidelbar just signed up to be one of our premier sponsors.
Nice. Well, there you go.
For the convention. They actually want like 3 slots on the main stage too. So we'll talk about the main stage later.
Yeah.
We can see what virtual system is going to be used to play it. And so I'm just going to, he even put pictures in here.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, you can embed pictures, make a longer description, a link to the rules, a link to some reviews. This is a great one to look at. And so I'm going to get a ticket for this. So I now have a ticket in my cart. I am not done yet. I do need to check out. Even though this ticket is free, if I don't check out, I'm going to lose it after 2 hours.
Right.
But if I do check out, then it'll
that's
be added to
important.
my badge.
Yeah, that's super critical, right?
That is super critical. We have had some people wondering what happened to the events that they thought they signed up for. And if you don't check out, it's not finalized. I'm not going to check out because I actually don't want to take a spot from somebody else. I'm going to be kind of busy helping run the event. I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to participate in anything. So I'm going to take it back out of my cart. But that's how you would get into an event. Actually, you know what? I am going to get a ticket, go check out, and then show it on my schedule. You'll notice I have my ticket. I check out for free because it doesn't cost me anything, but I do check out. And now I've got the receipt here. I'm going to go back and look at my schedule. And if all worked well, there it is up at midnight. I may or may not be up at midnight when that event is
Oh,
happening.
because he's in Europe.
Yeah, he's in Europe. So he's doing off schedule
The
events.
very first event of the show, 12 a.m. Wednesday. Okay.
So I can go back in now.
That's 10 my time though.
Yeah.
I can go back in and then just take that back out of, it says I am attending, and then I need to go back to my badge to then cancel
Oh,
attending.
you cancel from your badge page.
Yes.
Okay.
Here's my tickets. There's Railroad Inc.
Yep.
Delete right there.
Okay.
And that now opened up the slot for everybody else. So there's this is a good time to talk about one half of Rusty's question. If we go back in and look at that event, that event was set up for 20 people, and I don't know if you saw it on the screen right there. 17 tickets are available, so 3 people have signed up. Let's go look at an event that has everybody has signed up. So La Isla, Learn and Play. We have no spots available, but there's a waiting list.
Yeah.
Hold on just one sec. My UPS guy is here. Yes, they did do orders today. So if you want to check in the back, I think they have something for pickup. Yeah, sorry, I'm online right now. Sorry about that, guys. Live streaming. UPS
the
guy
BGG
walked
building
in.
in action.
Yes, this is the BGG building in action. Okay. So this waiting list is more a notification list. You can click notify me when a ticket opens up. Everybody on the waiting list gets an email sent to them, and then it's first come, first serve, whoever goes and grabs the ticket. So it's not an in-ordered waiting list. It's just a notification list for when spots show up again. So if there's an event that's full, certainly get on the notify me list. The second half of the answer that we'll get to when I start talking about Discord is keep your eye out on Discord. There could be people making announcements saying, hey, nobody showed up. Can I jump in?
I think Nona here is hosting like 10 events.
She's up to 18, I think.
Is it she? Okay.
I think it's, I
If
could be wrong.
If you click her name, does it give you all the events they're doing?
Yes, it's gonna. If I click her name, it takes me.
Oh,
and
wow,
again,
okay.
Nona, I apologize. I thought I saw somewhere in the Discord that you said she, her, but if I'm wrong, I apologize. But yeah, clicking on the host name will take you to the schedule listing all of the things they're hosting.
Yep.
So let's go back into that event real quick and look at some more details that we see on the event. I want to point out right down here, this Discord area. This is where the event is going to happen. And actually I can click, it's going to happen in the board games category on table BG13 or space BG13. And if I click this link right here, if you've already joined our Discord server, it will take you straight to that channel on Discord where communication for the event is going to happen. And I didn't prime this. So, but there you go. I have already joined our Virtual Gaming Con Discord server, and you can see right here, I'm in the board games category. It took me right into BG13 text, where the host could be sharing images, links, talking with everybody. There is also a voice channel where you could use for your voice communication while you play the game, and even video. It's not going to let me jump in there right now, I think, because I'm on Zoom, but just clicking right here would take me into the voice channel, which also has video capabilities.
On a side note, I attended the Renegade Con 2 weekends ago, and I watched games being played in those channels. Like, I was allowed to go in and look and see, and the host was actually streaming his demo. So I got to watch it. And
yeah, presumably, to finalize the answer to Rusty's question, anyone can see that event is happening there, even if you don't have a ticket. You could go to that channel as long as you're respectful, and just to ask, hey, can I hang out and watch? Or if nobody shows up, I'll take the open spot. So there's nothing in the system that will keep you from looking in at the different channels. Just be respectful when you get there.
Introduction to BBC.
So that's kind of a good segue to Discord. Let me just mention on the attend menu, Discord page is very important for you to accept the invite to our Discord server. And then there's a Discord app that I use. You can also just use the web page, which is what I was just showing you, is just a tab in your browser. I've already kind of highlighted what else is on here, that an event takes you to certain channels that then show up on Discord. Right. The other thing I want to mention is platforms is a discussion of where the games actually happen. So there's a few different places will be during Virtual Gaming Con. The schedule lives over here on tabletop.events. General milling about and communication happens on Discord. The game itself could happen on Discord, or it could happen on Tabletopia, Tabletop Simulator, Yukata, all these different platforms here, and you're allowed to use whichever platform you want. We've partnered with Tabletopia. They're a premier sponsor of the event, and we're grateful to them for making all their premium content free. They also have revenue sharing and official license agreements with all of the board game publishers for everything that is on their platform. And so we like that the publishers are getting recognition and remuneration that way. I guess the next thing to go to would be to talk about how to host an event if you wanted to get a free badge that way. Unless there's any other questions that may have come in from the chat, or you have other.
Let me look. Anybody got questions? Throw them into the chat, and we will answer them. Will more games and times be added, or this is the full list?
More games and times are being added constantly.
Yeah.
When I came into the office this morning, I pushed the button on another 50 events that had built up overnight. We do have someone looking and approving every event, or at least scanning it. When you submit an event, it is not automatically scheduled. It's a manual process to do that. And so I'm doing that multiple times a day.
Yep. Let's see. Another question from Claire Malcolm. Do you know if I go to Board Game Geek website to access the Virtual Gaming Con? I live in the UK.
I'm sorry, say the question again.
It was like, do I go to Board Game Geek website to access the Virtual Gaming Con? I live in the UK.
Okay.
Yeah, so the answer to that question is, yeah, go to boardgamegeek.com/VGC, Victor Gamma Charlie. Did I do that right, Jeff?
You were so close. It's Victor Golf Charlie.
Golf. Why golf?
Yep. So close.
Oh, because all those golfers.
Yeah.
Gophers.
Back in the day. Yep.
The Gophers.
Yes. Did you say gopher? Oh yeah. So this is our homepage for the VGC, and that's the logo that'll be on the shirt. If you want to buy a shirt, there's you talked about the merch store, right?
I did talk about the merch store. Yeah, I mentioned that
the
earlier.
Board Game Geek store part.
I did not talk about the Geek Game Shop, but I did talk
Oh.
that all of the perks, including the t-shirts, are available at the Board Game Geek store.
Okay. And what's that URL? Board Game
That
Geek store.
URL is boardgamegeekstore.com.
Actually, we have pictures. We have pictures of the shirt. If you don't.
Yeah, I mean, there's a link right here. If you go into badge type perks and merch, so the merch part of it, scroll all the way down, and then merch. There's a link right here to the BGG store, and that takes you right here. BoardGameGeekStore.com, Virtual Gaming Con 2020 merch. So even more than what's perks is available here. Some of these animal meeples are not available as a perk, but they are available here in the BGG store.
I just got
the t-shirt is kind of a pre-order. We have not actually printed the shirts yet, except for getting a few test runs. So we'll print the shirts right after the end of the convention and get those sent out to everybody. So
I just got a message in the chat from Nikki Pontius, who is sitting right behind Lincoln. If you can see, if Lincoln says something, his video will appear.
I'm here.
She just added events, or she's going to add events for Studio H and Gigami.
Gigamic, yeah.
Gigamic.
Yeah. So I have noticed more and more events are getting added each day. It's not slowing down at all. It is accelerating. So even up through the week of the con, you can add an event on Saturday or even Sunday.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for the events. And
if you start getting familiar as a user, I'm speaking to you as an attendee, start getting familiar with like Tabletopia or whatever system, you can go create an event. Like, feel free.
Yeah.
And there's also,
I'll show you how easy it is to create an event.
Yeah, actually,
we'll do that here.
Let's do that. Let's create an event.
One thing I do want to point out real quick, since we're talking about events being added, some people have asked, there is a filter button down right here. Don't show sold out events. So a lot of people are saying, well, I got to page and page and page through this thing to find something that has an open ticket. I click that button, and now the only thing I see has open seats.
Ooh, there are Coach Ride to Devil's Castle.
Yeah.
Huh.
There are 10 events per page, and so there are at least 110. Looks like 115 events right now that have open seats in them. And we're looking at, I don't know, have we hit 300 events total? Let's jump to the last page. We're at about 260 events total, but I'm sure we'll get over 300 before, tomorrow. And with your help, we can do that. It sounds like a pledge drive.
Before you show how to create an event, Scott Kippen, hey Scott, has a question. I may have missed it, but for volunteering, what tech support is going to consist of? Discord and such? Question mark.
Yeah, for volunteering. So we've reached out to our Team Geek, and Dice Tower has reached out to their regular core of volunteers. We're not soliciting volunteers from the general public per se. You are welcome to fill out an application, but we're mostly focused on people we already know as volunteers, since this is our first time doing it. But I know Scott, and from a tech support side, basically you'll be answering questions in Discord. Hopefully you have some knowledge about one or more of the platforms. You could tell somebody how to connect to Board Game Arena or Tabletop Simulator or Tabletopia, or how to get their webcam set up to do Zoom. We're not promising to have experts staffed 24/5.
There's probably going to be a Tabletopia person in the chat most of the time.
Yes. We hope.
But that's really the only one we know of.
Right.
We'll be good at answering questions about Discord or Tabletop Events website.
Yep. And I will, let's see, which is.
And if you have a question for rules about Robinson Crusoe, I know how to answer that. I've played that game a lot lately.
Well, and I think Ignacio's been talking about doing a live Robinson Crusoe event himself. So
that'd be great.
It hasn't been finalized yet, but stay tuned.
Nobody knows that.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's host an event. So,
contact Jeff at boardgamegeek.com. T is asking, I just went to apply but it seems there already is a username for Haba. Can we maybe check who that account is linked to? Yeah, T will contact. Actually, T, write to Jeff at boardgamegeek.com right now, and we'll take care of it after.
Okay.
Good to see you.
And that could be a tabletop.events account thing, but I'll look into it for you for
Might
sure.
be.
All right. Any other questions, or should we host an event?
Nope, ready to go. Let's go.
All right. So host an event. First, there's a how to host an event. This is a page we put together. Make sure you know about the code of conduct, some tips for hosting. Read through this page here. There's a link for events I'm hosting, which I'm not hosting any yet because the one event I did host got canceled, because I canceled it.
Oh.
So here,
Jeff decided he was too busy.
I wanted to run a beginner D&D game using the Stranger Things starter pack, but my committee talked me out of it, thinking I was going to be too busy on Wednesday to do that. So maybe this will pop back up again later.
What about week. You could probably do it like Thursday or Friday or something.
I could probably do it Thursday or Friday.
I bet Thursday will probably be the more easy day. Yeah.
So maybe I can do that. Actually, let's do that together. So I'm going to come in here and edit this event. By the way, the reason I point that out, so to submit a new event, you just go to submit event. It shows you all the events you've submitted so far, and you can edit them. Even if this was already scheduled, it would still be here and I could edit it later. Or you click new submission to start a new one. I will edit this first one just to put it on the type. The first thing I had to put, it was an RPG. And then I put some information. I'm going to change the start time here. Let's say, Thursday at 10. I could do that. I have to pick a second time in case the auto scheduler won't handle the first time. So maybe I'll sleep in an extra hour. And that's pretty much all I have to fill out. Which RPG system are we going to be using? And then virtual system. For right now, I'll say it's Theater of the Mind on Discord. That way I don't have to go learn Roll20 or something like that. So I'll do that.
Actually, bring up a good point. If you are hosting an event and you are going to teach the game, make sure to say how to play. Like put that in there. Like, I'm going to teach the game and
learn and play.
Learn and play.
I'm gonna say in my description, I'm gonna say beginners are welcome because my title is already pretty strong. But so I'm happy to teach people D&D, so that'll be fine.
Yes, and Dad. So
I will do that, and then I'm going to jump over to my other, bring out the other pot of stew I had already started. You guys are still seeing Virtual Gaming Con, right?
Yep. Yeah. Submit events.
So I'm jumping on another window real quick to go schedule that event,
right?
So that you can see it now pop up.
With this all-powerful login on the other one.
My super user.
Your admin account.
Exactly.
So there's a couple questions in the chat. I'm going to grab a question here. Noob question. If I wish to join, if I contribute monetarily something to BGG, does that give me the right to join the conference and these events? Or is there a specific payment for VGC? Yeah. So this is a separate entity from Board Game Geek. It is a shared convention between ourselves and the Dice Tower. So yeah, it's a $10 ticket is the minimum or the most inexpensive badge you can purchase. And thank you for the support on BGG. I really appreciate that. I'm trying to pronounce the name. I'm not even going to try. I'm really sorry. Okay, another question from Barry Westman. If a game is hosted on Steam, do we need to own that game to play, or is that free too? Or free? No. Okay, so yeah, so Steam is different. Steam, you will need to own the game on Steam to play it multiplayer. Like, let's say, is Terraforming Mars on Steam? I can't remember.
I believe so.
Terraforming Mars, you would need to own it yourself. Or if there was a game on iOS or Android, you would need to own those games. We do need all the games on Tabletopia will be free, by the way. And there's a lot of games on Tabletopia.
Yeah, there's actually I pinned a geek list in the VGC forums that is a listing of all the games that are on Tabletopia, and it's very impressive. But yeah, you got it correct. Terraform Mars is on Steam, but you'll have to own it to do that. All right, I'm going to jump in unless you have other questions you were going to answer.
Go back.
Aldi?
You're in charge.
Okay, so trying to modify that deleted event was causing me trouble. So this actually works out better. I'm just going to go in and create a new event. So anybody can do what I'm about to do. This is my regular user here. Stranger Things D&D beginner friendly. I'll go back and edit the name and description later. I just don't want to take a ton of time for people watching me type.
Yep.
So I could put a URL in here. My preferred start time, we're going to say Thursday, 10 a.m. Alternatively, 11 a.m. maybe. Duration.
Make sure you mention what that alternate start time is.
The alternate start time, we have there's an automatic scheduler. So this is just telling the scheduler, either me manually or our automated system, once the event has been approved, what time he can schedule it at. And you have to give a choice of 2 times. Everything is, these times here are all central time, Central Daylight Time, UTC -5.
Yeah, so do your own conversions for your own time. I'm sorry we don't have actual time zones where people are, but
yeah.
Typically, tabletop events is used for a physical event that's in one location, so that's why it's
right
hard coded.
You never worried about time zones before because it was physically at a place and it was the time zone of that place. It's being used a lot more for virtual thing or for online things, and so tabletop.events is adding functionality. In fact, this right here, this would not have been here last week. This is a new feature they just added in the last few days. So
do your conversions.
All right, we will say 5 tickets available, and we will say, yeah, we'll go 8 and older.
No. Well, okay.
I think that would be fine. And then for D&D, this is 5th edition, and then the Theater of the Mind on Discord. Audio, video.
Hidden Trader is ready to sign up when this goes out. This is a test, Hidden Trader. Jeff may run this event for real, though. Keep an eye out.
All right. So I have created it. It is pending review. So now I'm going to jump over, and this better show up. There it is. I see it. I will choose it. I will approve it because I trust this guy. And then
you've got a bunch of people wanting to sign up, so be prepared. If it goes live, they're going to be filling it. You'll be doing that one.
All right. It is queued for scheduling. Should I actually schedule it?
Go for it if you're going to do it.
All right.
Well, here's the deal. Okay, so this brings up a good question. If you cancel this event, what will happen?
Hello, sweetheart. We are live on YouTube right now.
Everybody,
my lovely wife, Christine.
Christine.
She runs the BGG store and helps me with everything else. There you go. So the question, if I cancel this event, what will happen?
Yeah.
If anybody had tickets for it, those tickets will likely get deleted. If they had paid for them, they'd get refunded, but that doesn't apply because all of our tickets are free. In this specific case, if I have to cancel this, then I will message everybody right before I do, because I do have the ability to message you. And as of today, you have the ability to message me as an attendee. You can message the host.
Oh, awesome.
That's something that was just added. Although I think it's buggy. We might need to test that. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to go in, find the not scheduled events. There it is. I'm going to schedule it.
All right, guys, it's going live.
I know.
This is your benefit for watching.
Like you're going to be full in like a minute.
Yeah.
I actually wouldn't want to play this, but I'm not. I'm doing something similar that I'm keeping myself open in case problems happen. Not that I can solve any problems, but I'm Moral support.
Let me say this. I will make every event to make sure this still happens. But for anybody who signs up for this event, if anything happens during virtual
Wednesday.
gaming con that requires my attention, I might get pulled away. Okay.
Yeah.
That's your the hazard of playing a game with me during an event I'm running. I could get pulled away.
Very
All right. RPGO1 for 6 hours.
Wow.
It is scheduled. So I'm in
Maybe the-
room number 1.
I think there's a bunch of RPGs actually happening.
So if we come back over here, we'll look, boom, it's scheduled. I have an event number, everything. I have the ability to message all the attendees. I can bring the event up. You can see right here, it's scheduled into RPGO1. I could have picked, 25 other rooms for that to be scheduled in. And that's where we'll be.
Cool.
And let's see how fast people are, see how much lag there
If
is
anybody, signed up yet?
Oh, Hidden Trader's already signed up.
He said he would.
Hey.
Who is Hidden Trader? Do I know Hidden Trader?
I don't know who Hidden Trader is.
Okay, well,
They're
welcome.
in the chat.
They're in the chat. So I can message attendees. Actually, I'm going to do this real quick, Hidden Trader. I'm going to say, welcome. And who are you? Is that, was that the Who? No. Who sang that? Who are you?
Who? Yeah, the Who.
The Who?
It is the Who, yeah.
Couple questions. Nikki
Yeah,
says,
how are you? Do you want to who are you? Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
"Oh, Nikki was asking, what happens if your game on Tabletopia is not open? Is a game not widely available, invitation only on Tabletopia? Do we know the answer to that?
Let me just ask Hidden Trader, click that. If you go back into, if you look at that event, you should be able to see a message host button. Click that, send me a text message, see if it works. That's a brand new feature that we're still trying to figure out. Okay, what was Nikki's question?
So there's some, private games on Tabletopia that are like sort of in like not public.
There's the workshop. Yeah, they call it the workshop.
You know if those games will be able to be scheduled? Nikki,
They
you're asking the question.
They can certainly be put on our schedule. A Tabletopia expert would be better to answer this question, but I did get a briefing on it. What Mark told me is that those games over there are basically invite only. So if you're going to host, if you have the ability to host one of those in the workshop on Tabletopia, you would need to message your attendees with a link to that workshop game. They are not generally visible publicly.
Yeah. I played a game during Renegade Con that was not publicly available, and the moderator messaged me a link directly to the game.
Yeah.
So
that's how that would work.
That works. Does that work for Nikki and T? Is that clear? Badge guy.
So let's go back in, and now I have an event I'm hosting.
Ooh.
And then
so hidden Trader just tried to message you and says insufficient privileges.
Okay, that's
So
what I saw on my test as well.
That's a bug report. Yeah. Okay.
That is a bug. I will tell the people over at Tabletop Events about that bug. I just wanted to see if somebody else had that same issue. We'll try and get that working. In fact, I'm gonna.
And you got to be, and Hidden Trader got to be the guinea pig.
The beta tester.
Yep. There you go.
Cool. Yeah, I played a game that was not published at Renegade Con. No problem. The link was pasted in. I clicked it. It took me to Tabletopia. It loaded up perfectly. I'm excited. There's gonna be some cool. I mean, that's an interesting point too. Like T and Nikki are both gonna have games that aren't publicly available on Tabletopia yet. So.
And some of them may never be, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay. What else?
All right. I have just submitted that bug report on Message Host.
So I know we got to cover. We have yet to talk about the charity auction.
Okay. Yeah. We actually haven't. There's no public information available about the charity auction yet. We have been talking about it a little bit, and our sponsors know about it. It is one of the available sponsorships. Oh, excuse me. One of the available sponsorships. We are running a charity auction like a VFM, and the proceeds are going to be shared between the Dice Tower's favorite charity, which is the Jack Vassell Memorial Fund, and BGG's favorite charity, which is Cafe Momentum. There's going to be a geek list with a whole bunch of really awesome bundles coming, basically things that have been retired from the BGG library, or also Aldi tends to buy things twice on Kickstarter from time to time. And so there might be
Who,
some
me?
good packages on there. So you can, we're hosting a geek list auction for that. And that geek list is going to get posted either later today or tomorrow, I think. I think Aldi and Lincoln, you guys needed to do one more pass through
Yeah,
it.
we just want to look through it one more time.
And we are getting some of our exhibitor sponsors that are contributing packages to that as well.
Right.
So stay tuned for more information there on that. There's several other really good pages to read here about how to participate if you've never looked at tabletop.events before. I've already highlighted a few of these very important ones. Also at the, let's see, if tabletop.events has a good help system all by itself. You know, like I said, we aren't the only convention on tabletop.events. If you just click on conventions, you can see all kinds of things happening. We're Virtual Gaming Con, just in the middle of lots of them out there. But on any of these general tabletop.events pages, you can scroll down to the bottom and go to documentation. And that has a really good help system for if you're a regular attendee, or if you want to use this platform to run your own convention, you can do that too. But I just wanted to point that out really quick. We've talked a little bit about sharing badges and tickets with friends. This article right here about friends is really good to look at.
Scott, you responded to Nikki's thing there. You don't think that her event would show up in the pull down if she's scheduling an event? I think that's what she's asking.
I thought she was asking for the game. Maybe, I don't know. I guess I was confused at what she was asking. So
I'm not sure. I just
when Jeff was doing his event, there's the system here has all the RPGs in it.
Sure.
Was that
right? And that's, yeah. When I picked, there was that menu for picking D&D 5th edition. That is a custom field for our RPG event.
I see.
Yeah.
And
maybe
so
we'll have Board Game Geek.
5th edition and all that when he
Yeah.
was filling
That's
out.
not going to be there, because those games don't exist in the system, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So you'd have to type that in,
the name
what
of
the game is and the publisher.
Yeah, all the other fields are free text, but I created a custom field for RPGs that was the RPG system because I had a really good list of RPG systems I could steal from somebody. So that made it real easy to specify. But the next box down talks about what virtual system are you going to be using, and that's free text. You can put whatever you want in there.
Sharon Madden's in chat. Hello, everyone. This is Sharon Madden with Dice Tower East. We have enjoyed working with BGG to organize the VGC and are looking forward to gaming with you virtually.
Hey, Sharon.
Yes, thank you, Sharon. It's been great to work with you too. Awesome.
It's been fantastic. We've had conference calls 2-3 times a week, every couple of days, getting this ready, and we're real excited about all the Dice Tower folks that have helped us out with this, and then all the BGG folks. It's going to be a fun time. I do want to caution people, though. I know expectations are high because Dice Tower and Board Game Geek put on some great events, but this is the first time either of us have done anything like this, and so we're going to be learning some things. Right. Be patient with us.
And we're a little, I mean, it's let me see it. Let me think of how I want to say it. We're in your hands. Like, Virtual Gaming Con is formed by the community, right? We are not controlling every event. We're not controlling everything. Unfortunately, we have a great library of games out there through Tabletopia, which is fantastic. So it's almost like a BGG Con library or a Dice Tower library. But it really relies on the participants. So I hope what you put into it was what you will get out of it. Right.
Yeah.
Like, so I think, and it's going to be, we're excited to see what can happen here.
Right,
So.
right. We do have a code of conduct. We will have some volunteer moderators in the Discord chat, but we have no way to police what's happening over on Tabletop Simulator and all of that. But we just wanted to pick a weekend or a 5-day weekend that we could all get together and play games still.
T might have an issue with scheduling they're asking about how to run multiple games at over with a 15-minute staggered start, because they're not going to play, but they're gonna like babysit it. Is that possible?
The way I've set up the scheduling in tabletop.events is it's on the hour. So they could certainly create an umbrella event that in the description you talk about we'll kick things off every 15 minutes or so. That's fine.
Oh, and then could have 16, like each hour you could have 16 slots.
Yeah.
And just say during this hour we're going to kick a game off every 10 mints or so. And then
for a board game event, I think we put a max of 20 tickets.
Okay.
Just to pick a number. I can change that or modify that as needed. If somebody wants to message me and say, hey, I need 24 tickets instead of 20 or something like that. But you can put in events for each hour as I'll have to go back and look at the settings. I don't know if one specific host can host 2 events simultaneously or overlapping. I don't think we allow that, because we just thought that events were a little more specific. But
yeah,
if you're an exhibitor / sponsor, this is not good for regular attendees, but since we do have some exhibitor sponsors listening, you have 2 places you can schedule your events into. You can schedule an event just like I've shown. You could schedule an RPG or a board game or a war game or a video game in those dedicated areas, just like regular attendees can. And then tell me about those events, and I can mark them with a special exhibitor event grouping flag. And let me show you that real quick. I'll just search here for exhibitor events. And now there's a special column. We can look on the special here and can see exhibitor events. But it's just in the regular board game room or the RPG room. The alternative is what are called booth events. So as a sponsor, this I believe is Rock Manor Games, you have a booth on the Discord server, your own dedicated text and voice channel that's like your virtual booth. You are allowed to schedule events into the booth as well, and people will show up there in your booth virtually and talking. I caution against it a little bit, because if somebody regularly just wanders by, they might be intimidated if they see a game happening, and they might not want to interact with you, but you're certainly welcome to if that's the way you want to do it. And let me bring up, do I still have a Discord tab on here? I do. So let me talk a little bit more about the Discord real quick. That booth I talked about is this exhibit hall right here. And so for each one of our exhibitors, there's a text channel and a voice channel in the exhibit hall. And I need to add a few more into here. We've had some more exhibitors sign up since the last time I created these channels. We have all these other dedicated channels: board games, role-playing games, miniatures, party games, seminars, war games, video games. Those are where scheduled events are happening. We have a channel for open gaming, 25 or 20 more rooms. No games will ever be scheduled in open gaming. These are just places for you to do open gaming, impromptu. We have, looking for a game. You can talk in this channel here about, hey, I want to go play. Does anybody want to play this game at this time? It wasn't scheduled ahead of time. And then you can jump into an open gaming room. As long, check the channel first, make sure it's not full of people talking and currently playing a game. Find an open one, and you can jump in and start playing. And then we have the general info and general lobby kinds of channels, a help desk, how to play, tech support, different channels for general milling about.
What's LFG self-roll?
You can go in here and click this button to say that you are looking for a game.
Oh.
And then you could message at looking for a game, and everybody that has given themselves that role will get that message or be highlighted the message. And then you coordinate a game that way.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
But-
There's
But be aware, if you turn that on, you're going to get all the messages if someone
right.
messages you.
So then you
Is it
come back
the-
here and click the red X so that you turn it back off.
Oh,
again.
I see. You can turn it on and off.
Right.
Okay.
And I just want to highlight real quick, Shock here, one of
Shock.
our moderators. He's a volunteer, an expert on Discord, and he has jumped in and done some amazing stuff for us. And we're real grateful for him to be helping us with our Discord server here.
Yeah, thank you, Shock.
Yeah. He's also hosting a few events too. That's how the conversation started, was some events he put in, one of the very first events to be hosted.
All right. Let's talk about main stage.
Yes. So looking on the schedule here, a real quick trick for anybody. If you have anything here in this box, it will limit the events that you see. So make sure you empty this box out if you ever want to see all the events.
X button works too.
Yeah. We have an event type called main stage. So here's the current main stage schedule.
Oh.
It's switched on me. There we go. The main stage, I guess, Aldi, Lincoln, you guys would be better to talk about this, but I just wanted to show you where the events are going to be scheduled on tabletop.events.
You want to take over, Link? You might be muted. I think you're muted.
Yep.
Where they're going to be scheduled on tabletop events?
So I just showed everybody kind of
right.
the current list of, all you need to do is go to the schedule and then
right.
change your event type to main stage, and you'll see all the main stage.
So
events.
we have some other people coming on that will be doing stuff. We have confirmed that Tabletop Minions will be doing 2 beginner painting courses that he's putting together like a quick way to do it so you can see a bunch of stuff in a couple hour time. He's going to do one Friday and Saturday at 11 p.m. Central Time, CDT. And we haven't added those yet, but that's why you've been seeing me looking away and typing, because I'm chatting with him right now.
Yeah, Lincoln's doing all this. So actually, before we get into like who's going to be on, this is going to be a live stream on the front page of Board Game Geek. Also under the page called /live. So boardgamegeek.com/live. Do you have that picture I sent you, Jeff?
I do have the picture. Let me bring up the picture.
Oh, you might have to put it in that browser. So it's a live stage of people giving seminars and talking and playing games. And sorry, I get distracted. T was asking, do we contact the Discord about this event? Should we, T? What can they do for us? Oh, I guess maybe we should. Well, let's write to Jeff at boardgamegeek.com. We should actually have a call.
She has written to me. I see it in my email here. I haven't.
So basically, main stage is where all the video stuff, all our video content will be. It's going to be a bunch of Board Game Geek stuff. Lincoln is. Do you have the picture? No, not yet.
I have the picture up here.
We're going to do several game night things.
Are you seeing my mock-up picture?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
No, I see. Oh, I'm watching through YouTube. I'm sorry.
It's a little bit of a delay. Can you close that activity window there?
I'm trying to figure out how to close the activity window. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, so it has the chat. It'll have for sure. It's going to have the chat for Twitch, and we think Scott was questioning it last night, but I think they have YouTube as well integrated. So you will see and be able to interact with the chat.
The idea. This is not fully functional yet.
Realized.
Still working on it.
Yeah.
Fully realized. The main stage will update to whoever will be streaming at that moment on the main stage. It will not shut their channel down or anything, but it'll just switch out. So if you're watching Board Game Geek from like what is the times there, like 2 to 4, and then then it says Matago. Maybe Matago will be up. Rio Grande Games. It depends on what. This is a mock-up. It's fake. So whoever will be up next, it will swap to them and whatever streaming platform they're on. So if they're streaming on YouTube or streaming on Twitch, it should change. I don't think we can do Facebook Live. I don't know if that's an embeddable outside of Facebook type thing. And let's see. there's the like this will show you the schedule. And anyway, Lincoln, take back over to say we've got a bunch of people scheduled up.
Yep, we
And
have
then also
Ruel Gaviola coming on.
Oh, yeah.
We also will have a bunch of folks. Ruel's going to try. He would like to do an event every day where he has a what is it called?
Top three at 3.
Top 3 at 3. Yeah. Now
Heidelberg.
he normally does that at 3 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So maybe I can convince him to do it at 3 p.m. Central, and he can actually do them each day. But the 3 o'clock slot is filled 2 times by us. So
I know Heidelberg has signed up for 3, maybe 4 slots.
Right.
We've got CGE is signed up for Friday evening code names online.
Okay.
All of our premier
time is that
sponsors are going to have a slot on the main stage.
Yeah, so all the premier sponsors get a slot, and they can basically stream whatever they want. Within reason, obviously, hopefully board games.
I usually say within decorum and
decorum.
Modesty.
Are we still looking for more? There's probably still going to be a lot of slots left. So if you, and I'll just put this out there, if you are a streamer / content creator, contact Lincoln at boardgamegeek.com and maybe we can get you on the schedule. We're probably going to, you might have to be a little flexible in timing because it's starting to fill up. But if you want to put your stuff on the main stage, we'd love to have you. Whatever you're going to do, like any type of board game content, role-playing game content, whatever, contact Lincoln. Cool.
And Lincoln, I need to share you the spreadsheet of our sponsors so you can see how many slots have been paid for so far.
Sure. I was just wondering, I mean, that was why we had that conversation to try to get all these in the schedule.
Once we get them on the schedule, we can kind
of it's going to be a lot.
Visualize it.
We need to know what's happening.
Yeah. So we're open for questions again. If anybody has
one other thing I wanted to mention that I had brought up over here as well, Steph on Board Game Geek put together a great geek list for requesting a game. And
if you want to,
a link to that is actually available here at the bottom of the homepage. If there's a specific game you want to play, click this link. That'll take you to this geek list right here. And this has been seeing a lot of traffic. A lot of people saying, I want to play this game. And then somebody will jump and say, sure, I can host it. And I see the event come through on the hosting side. I get it scheduled. And then they'll put in a link back here. Okay, it's been scheduled. So do another one.
Okay. So if the game you're looking for is not available, go throw it on the geek list.
And going back to our conversation at the beginning of the stream, per micro badges, Nona is female. So I think she, her is okay.
Good correction.
Yep.
Good catch. Okay. How do you leave a game if you realize there's a conflict? That's a good question. Is that in our code of conduct?
I don't know that we call that out specifically. It's more, be a good gamer.
Well, I mean, if you're like, if it's something's going wrong and you just need to go, maybe.
Like a moderator kind of issue, like there's an interpersonal conflict.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
is in here. We do ask, we have reporting down here below. Don't engage, just contact us. There is on the Discord, there's you can reach any moderator by just typing @moderator. You can actually report some behavior using Discord. If you want to email, you can email the direct staff here. If you prefer to work one-on-one, either through Gender or Dice Tower versus Board Game Geek, we have put our individual email addresses here for whoever you might be more comfortable with working.
And if you really need to bail out, just say, I gotta go. Maybe make up an excuse. It depends on how comfortable you feel. Just saying, hey, I don't feel comfortable here. I have to bow out. I mean, you get to control what you want to do. I mean, we're not trying.
Absolutely. Yeah. There's no social contract for you to stay in a situation you don't feel comfortable with. If it's a conflict like scheduling conflict, well, delete your ticket ahead of time so that somebody else could have it.
Yeah.
Or if
Please
it's during,
try,
That was what Hidden Trader was really asking about, was ahead of time. But yeah, so you can just delete your ticket so it opens back up for someone else.
yeah, and you saw me do that with the Railroad Inc.
Well, I misinterpreted your question, but I think we came up with
that was a good question to
anyway.
ask.
So, but yeah, if there's a conflict in scheduling,
Yeah,
different thing. Yeah.
we answered the question you should have asked.
Aw, he was just
No,
thinking of himself.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just
Delete
you
your
might
ticket
do.
ahead of time. As soon as you know. If you've got it, if it's happening live, you can. If you feel like you can make the other event, please message the other event creator and say,
T has
I'm
the color.
trying to get there, and
yeah.
I'm going to be 5 minutes. If it's more than 5 minutes, honestly, I think that's inappropriate to make people wait more than 5.
Yeah. And that is a good point. One thing a lot of people might not realize yet, if you're not comfortable with Tabletop Simulator or Tabletopia, playing these games virtually online through at least those two platforms can take half again as long as it normally does face to face.
It will take longer to play virtually than it will take in real life, for sure.
Yeah.
Because there's always the learning period of learning how the game reacts and stuff. Like,
right. Now, a game like Star Realms would be a whole lot faster online than it is face to face, but
could be.
I thought about running a Star Realms tournament, but I don't know Challenge very well yet. So.
Okay.
Cool.
Any more questions? We'll hang out here for another 5-10 minutes and then we'll take off and do more stuff.
To the Great White North. T says was saying the color at play along. Of course, T. I love that game.
We should actually talk.
I want to get it. It looks really fun.
Oh, one excuse to get out of a weird situation is, oh, my kid's roommate, spouse, or pet needs me.
Yes.
Oh.
And feel free to make up any of them. It's not lying if you do to get out of a situation.
Honestly, it would be good if you're that that uncomfortable, then please tell us. We need to know.
Right.
Stefan Brunel's got a good question there.
Hey, Stefan. Just got in. Where can I see the official hours? And is there open hours especially if you deal with different time zones?
Well, we're open 24 hours for 5 days, so things can be scheduled whenever.
There is a moderator schedule though, right? I think the moderators will be signing off at a certain time.
Yeah, we put in volunteer moderator shifts from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time, UTC -5. Not all of those shifts have been occupied, and so I plan to be in Discord during those times all 5 days. And I know Lainey is planning to be as well. Sharon, I think, is going to be, she's cleared the decks to be there. So we're going to be watching. We're going to be trying to help. We're going to be doing what we can. And we will kind of in the general lobby area, we'll sign off saying, okay, moderator signing off. It's be excellent to each other for the next 12 hours before we're back again.
Right. But Stefan, you can schedule any time. It's operating 24 hours.
Yeah.
And
if he's asking about the main stage.
Oh, main stage. Yeah. You can. Yeah, we can schedule you whenever.
Here's what's already taken on the main stage, but you can fit in any other time.
Yeah, and it feels like that we need more things happening in the AM. There's not a single one up here that's happening before noon.
Well, we do have something scheduling in on the earlier ones now.
Okay, we will have some things scheduled, but AM, and that'll be like late in the day for you. If you're in, he's in Canada. Oh no, Brunel.
He's in Canada.
Oh, he's in Canada.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, it looks good.
Questions?
Silence
is deafening. Well, there's a lag between when we.
Oh, I know. Yeah, there should be a bunch of good stuff. We actually have more people. Jackie Chow is potentially going to be doing some interviews with people on the main stage. And Ruel's got his show that he would like to do, and he's probably going to be on our game night with us on Friday evening, although I need to find out what time Check Games is planning on doing their stuff. And then
Check Games has emailed me 5 to 8 p.m. Friday night.
Okay.
I haven't
that-
responded back to their email, but that's what they've asked
Well,
me for.
we have 6 p.m., which is 4 your time. Is that correct, Scott? Are we doing that? Yeah. No,
Which
no,
one?
8.
No, you're 8 p.m. That's why
Okay.
he said 5 to 8. He's finishing before 8.
Yeah, I think that should be good.
And
And
then
then also
stuff in the morning.
Also, the evening has Derek's rock band. He's gonna simulate the rock band experience that we do for one night at BGG Con. We used to do that every night.
How is he going to do that?
Oh my gosh, dude! He
Secret.
is doing a super. What, Scott?
Is it secret or is he?
No. Well, I'm not going to spoil too much stuff, but
okay.
he is doing he's invited people to participate, and they have pre-recorded elements.
Okay.
And he is supposedly going to have concert lighting. So I'm eager to see. It's it's intriguing how much he's trying to do. I'm nervous for him because it seems like
I'm disappointed he didn't ask me to do my "Living on a Prayer" version.
Call him.
You can. I don't. He reached out to people at the retreat about doing this stuff.
Do you have Rock Band easily set up? You can do it.
No. Well, I mean, I'm in the building that has the equipment, but
you could set it up.
Yeah,
because he has pre-recorded people's singing.
Let's
I'm not going to tell you anybody that's involved because that's all his deal. But it's really, I've heard some of the stuff and it's great.
That's awesome.
So and I don't. He's just got a lot of layers of stuff that it's very adventurous what he's going for here. So I hope it works out real well. But that's going to be after the Game Night Live that night. So it'll be.
Welcome
10
to with
p.m.
5,000 people.
Yeah,
this is gonna be. There's gonna be a lot of fun happening for these 5 days.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, excited.
Oh, how do we get the barbecue? How do we?
Yeah.
Okay. Call DoorDash.
Yes, call DoorDash.
That's Rusty's question.
I saw a pizza commercial where it showed everybody on a Zoom call, all eating pizza in their own home at the same time. So.
Of course. Cool.
This will hopefully not be the last time.
I'm going to try to come up with some event where I can host it. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, though.
I should go back and look. Is my event full?
Is there a giant game that you can unbox?
I'm trying to. Well, that's not fun.
I'm teasing. Just because you opened that gigantic one.
A 90-minute unboxing.
Yes.
Dude, I just moved and 6 packages went to the old house, and I went over there this past weekend and picked everything up. And so I have 6 giant Kickstarter boxes to open. I could do this, but that's
we were over at our old house last night picking up packages that were, we sold that house a couple months ago, and the stuff for the library was still getting sent there.
Do you know those people well? Scott needs to know his the people that bought his home.
I've already bonded with the owners of my new house.
Because you guys have stuff coming all the time. Thankfully, we're not moving, but additionally, we also don't have as much stuff coming as you guys do.
The cool thing is they're from Florida, and he went to UF.
Oh, that's cool.
We already have that bond. He was wearing a Gator shirt when he answered the door.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Gators.
Well, the people who bought my house are also pilots, so we have that in common.
Yep, that's cool.
I figured they would have to be, right?
Yeah, if you're going to buy a home there.
Just buy a house with an airplane hangar on the back end of it.
Makes sense.
All right, let's see. Rock Band sounds like fun. Looking forward to Welcome to with 5,000 people. Yeah. Does he take requests? I don't know. He might.
I don't know how it's working. I know that he might, because I have no idea. I'm excited to see because he's really pushing it there. It's very different from the event that we normally held. Although it's awfully fun because we have the Rock Band hooked up usually to the big PA and stuff like that. So my address is the same. We've lived here now 20 some years. Yeah, we're not moving. We are definitely sticking around.
Right,
well, we have good space here. Our game night studios is it'd be hard to replicate anywhere else.
All right, let's stop sharing the screen and wrap up.
Wrap up.
Let me find out where that button went to.
Yeah, it's a little green button.
There we go. Stop share.
Buttons for
all right.
Me.
All right, I think we're back to our screens. Okay, cool. last chance for questions. We'll be here for another minute, 5 minutes.
Minute 5.
Well, some of the
Gotta
events
cut it down to 3:05.
Yeah, so I think what we've been doing, and I can't speak for everybody here, we've been live streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/BoardGameGeekTV, and then we've uploaded those videos after the fact to YouTube, so you can watch them
yeah.
forever. Because I think Twitch does expire them after about 3 months.
I think they're even less than that. Or maybe if you have obviously if you have a special.
Yeah, if you're subscribed to the channel.
If you're not, no, I'm independent goofballs. Where we're not really tied in with anyway with Twitch. It would be there's more tools that makes that stronger. For people that are partnered and stuff like that with Twitch.
Cool. Well, I'm really excited. I think a lot of the people in the chat are excited. I'm seeing lots of good messages. Everybody's looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Jeff, you looking forward to it?
I'll tell you in about 10 days, right?
Yeah, we'll talk later.
I have so much to do between now and then. My inbox has never been heavier. It's amazing, but I'm looking forward to it.
More than BGG Spring, right? I mean,
it is
kind of.
Because it's so compressed.
Yeah,
it is so tight, so compressed. I mean, I've got a lot of great people helping me out, but
yeah, the team is fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, the stuff that's been pulled off in such a short amount of time it's unbelievable, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. Well, thanks for watching. I think if you have a question, post in the Discord. Probably be the easiest way to contact anyone. There's a lot of people in Discord right now that are already there, waiting.
There is a help channel in Discord. There's the forums on BGG. There's a forum dedicated to VGC, and I read everything there too.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. Signing off. I don't know how to turn this off. Let me see. Okay.
We'll just
Bye,
go
everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Frozen
See
thing.
you there. See you online virtually.